this is Mike and Lori with Hamburg Honey. We just acquired 2 beehives from a beekeeper that wants to get out of beekeeping. We're not sure if they have any diseases, so we're quarantining them away from our bees and we're overwintering them in a separate location. We're going to be treating these bees today, checking them, and getting their wintering, their candy boards put on them for winter, and we're going to put some insulation on them and try to get them warmed up.
Right, so like Lori said, we have no idea what's in these hives. The guy just didn't want to do it anymore. So they might have diseases, they might be full of mites, we're not sure. So normally we wouldn't be working the bees on a day like today. It's only 35 degrees, but it's almost November, so it's not going to get any warmer. So it's either today or never. So we're going to go in here. This one is 2 deeps. But I'm going to overwinter them both in singles, just because that's less space that they have to cover. I'm not even sure if these hives have hive beetles or anything, so you guys will learn along with us. We're going to start with this small one, and all I want to do is make sure they have a laying queen and make sure there's no disease in there, and then we'll put some oxalic acid dribble on there. We'll put in about 50 milliliters, and that's the standard amount for a single box hive. So I'll get my veil on because these bees are not going to be happy that we're opening them at 35 degrees. So I expect a little bit of ruckus, but we'll get started here and see what we find.
You want the front taken out?
Yeah, well, we just hauled them here, so we have the fronts shut. And at this temperature, most of the bees should be in cluster. So let's take a look. Alright. So he actually has a feeder still in here. So there's only 8 frames. This feeder looks like it's kind of shot. So since we're going to be combining this hive down into just 10 frames, we'll get some frames of honey off of that one. And this thing is wedged down in here. I don't even know how I'm going to get it out. Wow. Okay. So I might have to take out this frame. I didn't really want to take any frames out and leave them sit. But I'm going to have to with this one just to be able to get this feeder out of here. Yeah, see, they're getting pretty chirpy already.
Make sure the queen isn't on there. I don't want her out in the cold.
Okay, so we've got a lot of uncapped syrup, looks like.
She's not on that other side, is she?
No, no, I didn't see her. But this thing is really wedged in here. Okay. Get this out of here. We're just gonna toss it out of the way for now. Oh. Okay, get a little more smoke in here because they are not happy. And we'll start taking a quick peek here just to see what I have. Alright. Syrup, some capped honey. And I would just like to get eyes on the queen because, to be honest, I don't even know if there's queens in these. I would think so. Actually, yeah, I see her on this next frame right here, I believe. Okay, yep, she's right there. Now they do have some brood here, but it looks like some of that brood. Yeah, this hive has some European foul brood right here. So I'm glad we're quarantining this away from our other hives. That's all I need to see in this hive. I see that they have some brood,
I can
a
smell
laying
it.
queen, and some foul brood. So I do have a treatment that I'm going to put on here for the foul brood, but it's something that I learned from Bob Binney. I'm not sure if it'll work. He said it works fairly good. There's some shop towels soaked in some essential oils, and I'm going to put that on here and just leave that for the entire winter. But for right now, we need some more frames of honey in here. So, get these pushed over tight. I'm not even sure if 2 more frames are going to fit in here. There is a lot of excess propolis on these frames. Yeah, you can see these bees are definitely not happy we have them open tonight, but it is what it is. So I'm going to open up this one, steal 2 frames of honey, get it down in there, get the oxalic acid treatment on there. Oh, this one has... I don't even see any bees up in here.
That is a lot of propolis. Wow.
I've got this. I've got a lot of propolis in here. The box is broken apart. It's broken on the side here.
Oh, you were really covered in bees?
So we'll work quickly. And this really is the main reason that we're quarantining these hives from all of our other hives. I don't want any disease to pass on to my other hives.
And when we're done here today, we're going to be washing our bee suits and cleaning our hive tools too, because we don't want to spread this to other hives. Normally, we have separate tools for separate bee yards. Since we're getting ready for winter, we've combined all our stuff. So we're going to be bleaching everything tonight before we work in our bees for winter.
And then what we'll do if these bees do happen to survive the winter, we will shake them off into all new equipment in the spring to get rid of any foul brood that they have, and give them all new equipment, and then we'll most likely just burn all this. There's no reason to keep old equipment that has foul brood in it, but it's going to be a tough
These frames right here, Mike, can get pushed back a little there, not even all the way together.
And it looks like there's about 5 frames of bees in here, so they are going to be pretty small. I don't have high hopes for these bees for the winter at all, but we'll give them the best chance that we can. Alright. So next we'll do I'll put the cover back on to conserve their heat for them. I will do the oxalic acid dribble, and it's a fairly simple process. You take 35 grams of oxalic acid and you dissolve it into 1 liter of 1-to-1 sugar syrup. Then you just take a syringe, get 50 milliliters of the solution, and you put it in between the frames, anywhere there's bees. And like I said, you only use 50 milliliters per hive, and this should knock down the mites for us. Alright.
And it's not like the oxalic acid vapor where you have to do it 3 weeks in a row. You only have to administer one treatment of the oxalic drip.
Okay, now these are the shop towels that have the essential oils on them. It is supposed to help with European foul brood, and I'm just going to leave these on all winter and see if it actually does help. Like I said, I'm not sure if these hives are even going to make it through the winter. They don't look all that healthy, but we'll give it the best shot that we can. So now I'm actually going to put a sugar candy board on here. This has about 5 pounds of sugar in it, and then on the opposite side there's 2 inches of insulation. So I'll just set this on here very carefully. Sometimes some of the sugar falls out. That's not a big deal. Alright. Then I will take the cover, clean it off, because it has a lot of bird comb on it. So it sits on there properly. And this is how these hives are going to get over winter. Now we will take some roofing paper and wrap these hives and then strap them together as well to help them keep each other warm. And we will keep an eye on them, and then once spring rolls around, we will let you guys know how these hives did, whether they made it through the winter or they died. So get out there and enjoy your bees when you can. Thanks.